Hey everyone, Vita here. Hope you're doing great. It's Saturday, February 2nd, and I believe it's also Groundhog Day today. Um, I'll be brief. Today I'd like to talk to you about time, right? It's that thing we all know we have, but we can't quite figure out how to use it well. Why do I say this? Because I've been guilty oftentimes of wasting time. I'll take 15 minutes to do something that could be done in 5, or I'll tell myself I have an hour to do something and completely waste the hour and not get anything done. Why does this matter? Well, because in the context of music, drums specifically, time is such an important thing, right? We all want to be good at what we're doing, right? We all want to be good at drumming or whatever else it is that you do, whatever instrument you play. You want to be good at it. You want to be fantastic at it. You want to be, an awesome this or an awesome that. And we see people, right, that are phenomenal musicians, phenomenal performers, phenomenal athletes, perhaps, or anything like that. And we think they have good genes or they have awesome talent, and we're blown away by what they do. But we pretty much say, well, I can't do that. That's just because, they're this or they're that. But really, the one thing that we all have in common, that we all have, is the same 24 hours in a day, right? Doesn't matter where you live. Doesn't matter what hemisphere of the earth you live on. It doesn't matter if you're in Europe, in South Africa, in North America, in Central America. We all have 24 hours in a day, right? And talent, which is something that we tend to say is responsible for these phenomenal performers, talent has a lot less to do with that phenomenal ability than we are willing to admit. The one thing we all have in common that they've managed to use better is their time. Those 24 hours in a day, they're probably devoting more time to practicing. And you may think, well, I don't have time. I don't have time to sit down and practice. I don't have time to read charts, and I don't have time. Well, here's the thing. The things that are important to us, we devote the most time to. And those things that we devote the most time to are the ones we become really good at. Whether it's reading, if it's running, if it's cooking, if it's typing, if it's surfing the web, you get a very good click finger. If it's watching TV, you're excellent at hitting the remote. Whatever we are devoting our time to, that's what we're going to become good at. And if we are devoting our time to wasting it or doing nothing, then basically we've trapped ourselves into thinking that we have no time, because all we know how to do is waste our time. And I would challenge you to rethink how you use your day, how you use your time. You may say, well, I've got a family, I've got kids, I've got things to do. Yeah. We've all got things to do. We've all got huge to-do lists, and we all have things that use our time. But I am sure that you can find in your day a block of uninterrupted time that you could devote to practicing, to improving yourself. Because if you take 15 minutes a day to do something, it will reflect itself in your ability. You will have 15-minute a day ability. If you take half an hour, that will show in your ability. If you take an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, that will reflect in your ability to perform on this thing. And maybe you don't have 4 hours or 3 hours, but if you only have an hour, imagine what a focused hour would look like. And why is it so important that I say focused? Because you can't have the phone ringing. You can't be checking your messages. You can't be texting. You can't be Facebooking. You can't be surfing the web because you're not focused. You're not utilizing your time as the best way you can. Turn all those things off. Turn off the music, or turn off the radio, your iPod. Turn off all those things. Ask your family not to interrupt you for 1 solid hour of time, and really focus on what you're practicing. The next thing that you have to make sure you do is have an actual schedule. I can't tell you the times that I've sat down to practice, an hour passes, and all I've done was noodle for an hour because I don't have a schedule lined out for myself. What I've started to do is write down a day before or a couple of days before what I need to work on, right? Because we all have things we want to work on. You may have a list of things you want to work on, and every time you sit down to practice, you forget about the list because you don't have it in front of you, and then you never give those things time. So whatever it is you want to improve on, in the drum world, if it's your single stroke roll, if it's linear fills, whatever it is, make a list of those things, and every day devote a solid block of uninterrupted time to that. Every day for a month. Make notes of where you are when you start. Make yourself daily progress notes, and then at the end of the month, see how far you've gone. You'll be amazed at the improvement you can make if you devote a block of uninterrupted time to practice every day. Every day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all the way through Saturday, and start over. This is not the time to give yourself a break. The year has just begun. So give yourself a block of uninterrupted time every day for a month, and then look at where you have improved, look at where you've done better, look at where you've cleaned up some problem areas. You'll be surprised how much you can do with one uninterrupted hour a day. So if you have more time than that and you can, focus that time, the more the better. But you will learn to become more efficient with your time, especially when I only have this much time. And after that, it's done. If you are somebody that has less things to do and you can devote more time, great, do so. Be focused about it, because that time that you devote will just help you improve at a quicker pace, at a more consistent pace. You'll see results. Other people will see the results as well, and they don't have to know your secret, or you can tell them. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. But the important thing is to really focus your time, really focus that concentration, really, look at what you're doing, look at how you're doing it. And then, when you're done, wrap it up. And don't fall into the trap of distracting yourself with other things. When you're practicing, think about practicing. And then when you're with your family, focus on them. See, that's the benefit of giving something uninterrupted time. Because when you're focused on that, you're giving it your all. And then when you're moving on to the next thing, you're giving that your all, which is how it should be. When we're distracted with different things that we're thinking about when we're working on something, we're not giving it our best effort. So I'd love to hear about the progress that you make over the next several weeks and over the next month. If you want to leave a comment or send a message or whatever, or post a video, that would be great. But it's such a crucial but simple thing that is so important, and it will change how you play, it will change how you practice, it will change how you manage your time in ways that you can't even imagine. So work on it and let me know how it goes. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.